Welcome to our lesson about the Photoworks interface. Let's start by bringing in the Photoworks toolbar. We're going to go to View, Toolbars, and Photoworks. The toolbar appears on the right-hand side. The same commands can be accessed from the main Photoworks menu item: Appearance, Scene, Decal, and some of the general tools. Let's launch the preview window. We've got some zoom controls inside this window. We can zoom in and out and pan, etc. The next tools are Render, Render Area, Render Last, Render Selection, and Render to File. Below we have Appearance, Scene, Decal, etc. Some of the general editing tools. I've just launched the Appearances pane. Let's expand Organic, Wood, Beach. Let's double-click on Polished American Beach, and let's click OK. Now let's go to the Manager tab. The materials appear in the Appearances folder. Now let's go ahead and click Render. It's this icon here. And we end up with black and white contours. Let's fix it. We go to Options, Advanced tab. Here I'd selected Render Contours Only. Let's select Render Model No Contours. And Apply and Close. Now let's render again. Photoworks processes my request. And the rendering is complete. To reset the model, you can simply move it. I often use the left, right, or up and down arrow keys. This way, it's easy to return the model to its original position. All right, let's take a look at the scene editor. It's available by clicking on this button here. Here we can select from a number of scenes, as well as specify a number of additional parameters for the room, the background and foreground, environment, and lighting. Let's click Apply and Close, and the scene now appears as a folder in the Feature Manager tree. Let's click on the Render Area icon. And now let's select the area. And the rendering is complete. Once again, to reselect, just move the model. Let's try Render Last. Render Selection. We've also got the option to render to file. We'll be discussing this last option in greater detail later in this course. We can select from a number of different file types. We're also able to specify additional image parameters such as size and quality. Okay, let's close this window. To change the material, just right-click on the material branch in the tree and select Edit. I can also simply double-click on the material that I'd prefer to place on the model. We can also change the appearance and scene right from the taskbar. And let's close this pane and then render a selection. Here's my selection. Rendering in progress. To disregard the scene or material, right-click on the branch and select Detach. Right-clicking on the folder will give you a contextual menu with Render, Expand All Below, and Collapse All Below. Here we can also apply a decal. We can use a decal from the SOLIDWORKS library, or we can create our own. Let's cancel out of the Property Manager now. The last folder is Lighting. We can right-click on any light to toggle them on and off. And this concludes our lesson about the Photoworks interface.